All right, good afternoon. I'm First Alert Meteorologist Jake Lambright. Wanted to catch you up to speed here on what to expect as we go throughout the rest of this afternoon. Of course, it has been a very breezy day. I heard the wind all night last night and into the afternoon hours today. We've seen some pretty impressive gusts, pretty similar, pretty in line with what we've had forecasted here over the past couple days. So let's take a look at that weather setup here a little bit more in depth. Here's a look at, let me actually go back a little bit. Here's a look at what we're looking at right now across the area. And again, we still have that very tight pressure gradient, which is why we're seeing those very strong winds. Now, the good news is, see that area of low pressure move off to the east. The pressure gradient is not as strong, which means winds will begin to die down after sunset tonight, which is great news. Our current wind speeds right now across the state, you'll notice still most areas seeing sustained winds at around 20 to 25 miles per hour. Gusts or even stronger than that. We'll zoom in here on central Louisiana. Right now, Gina registering winds at about 8 miles an hour, Natchez 13, 24 here in Alexandria, 20 up the road in Natchitoches, and about 17 miles per hour in DeRidder. And again, these are sustained winds that you see there on your screen. Now, when it comes to our wind gust, our maximum wind gust recorded so far today, 40 miles per hour in Alexandria, 43 out toward Shreveport, 37 in Natchitoches, 40 in Lake Charles, and then those wind gusts a little bit lower out toward the coast there. You'll see Patterson with a max gust of around 30 miles per hour. So expect the breezy conditions to continue here just for a couple more hours. We've got wind advisories in place through this evening. The expiration times are a little bit different by about an hour, but generally by 8 p.m. tonight, all wind advisories should be allowed to expire. You'll see here on our futurecast wind, we're back to sustained winds. Those are already decreasing to about 5 to 10 miles per hour during the overnight hours, even lower during the day tomorrow. Wind gust, of course, a very similar story. We could see gust up to 20 miles per hour tonight and then maybe to 15 to 20 miles per hour tomorrow. So pretty big improvement compared to today, and those max gusts at around 40 miles per hour. Of course, it has been a little chilly out there today. Highs this afternoon so far really been in the 60s. That, along with those strong winds, it's been pretty chilly out there. It's some of the coolest weather we've seen all season. Tomorrow morning, we wake up to temperatures in the mid 40s, upper 30s to low 40s on Friday. That will be the coolest morning lows that we'll have seen so far this fall season. Then those get a little bit warmer heading into next week, but we really keep it in the 40s through the rest of that 7-day period. High temperatures not looking too bad. We'll see high temperatures in the mid 60s tomorrow, closer to 70 on Friday. And we just kind of hover in the same range, a little bit cooler than average through the end of that 7-day forecast. Do want to give you a quick update here on Hurricane Melissa. No longer a major hurricane. In fact, the 4 p.m. advisory just came out, so just got downgraded from a Category 2 storm to a Category 1, still moving off to the northeast, now a lot quicker at about 16 miles per hour. Melissa's going to go back out into the Atlantic Ocean. It'll have some indirect impacts on the East Coast, including some higher wave heights, higher rip currents and whatnot, but of course not expecting any direct landfall or anything anywhere near the east coast of the United States. There's another view of it there on satellite imagery, just a different way that we look at things here behind the scenes. Made landfall in Cuba a little bit earlier this morning, and now it has moved on from Cuba and it's continuing to head back out into the Atlantic. You see, we have a lot of cloud cover there in Alexandria right now from AEX. Of course, that's also helping to keep things a little bit cooler out there right now. We're sitting at 61 here in Alexandria, 58 in Jonesville, 56 the current temperature over in Natchez, Mississippi, right there along the river. A little bit warmer for our southern parishes with temperatures in the mid 60s right now. As we go through the next couple of hours, we'll be in the mid and upper 50s by 6 p.m. tonight, cooling down very quickly, upper 40s by midnight, and then we'll be shifting into the mid 40s by the time you head out the door early tomorrow morning. Here's a look at your hometown highs across, or hometown lows across the board. 43 there for Natchitoches, 48 in Gina, 45 for Alexandria, and then 46 as you head out towards Leesville and Oakdale. All right, let's get a quick check there of your First Alert 7 and 10-day forecast. You'll see here as we go again later, closer to the weekend, will be closer to 70 degrees for those afternoon highs. Morning lows, the coolest are going to be on Friday morning, upper 30s, low 40s. Definitely going to want a heavier jacket as you head out the door. May not need quite as heavy of a jacket, though, by the afternoon hours. Then as we head into next week, we keep it nice and consistent there with high temperatures remaining in the low and mid 70s. Here's a look at your 10-day forecast. Things looking pretty nice. We'll keep high temperatures in the 70s for the rest of that 10-day period as well. Really, this is going to be a very pleasant stretch of weather. Finally, going to be keeping it like fall here for the foreseeable future. All right, we'll be back here with more news headlines coming up right after this short break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.